My name's are Elvis Akel, founder and director of Citadel Microinsurance Agency. I am born and bred in Kibera. It's also touted to be one of the largest slums in Africa. What made me think about my profession vis-a-vis my background is because I saw the suffering and the level of poverty in the slum areas and the very glaring disparities between the people who live in upmarket areas and slum areas.
Naitwa Sebastian Mulinge. Mimi ni mmoja katika wale wanakaa katika slum ama kijiji. Tumepata watu kadhaa ambao wamesaidika, ambapo hawangeweza kusaidika kama hawangekuwa wamechukua bima katika familia zao.
Mimi ni memba wa Tumaini ya Jamii. Nimeweza kuchukulia familia yangu bima, nimeweza kuchukulia wazazi wangu. Niliingia mwaka wa 2012, ndio nilipatwa na shida kupitia kwa babangu na imeweza kunisaidia.
What I decided to do is to divest and look at microinsurance as a business concept and introduce microinsurance as a concept that should be accepted within our industry. The Kenyan market penetration is only 3%, and that means that there's still a lot to be done.
My name is Dixon Bugwa. I'm the National Chairman of Matatu Welfare Association. We have developed a policy for the drivers and conductors codenamed Tumaini ya Jamii, which we feel will cater for the welfare of the drivers and the conductors as it is affordable, and bearing in mind that we have been operating in a formal sector which is uninsured. But with microinsurance of this kind, that policy is quite acceptable.
Why we have embraced this partnership is because the vision of Citadel and that of the entire GBR is that of empowering the underprivileged in society and also ensuring holistic development of individuals.
It's a very basic product which encompasses 3 things. The first is fire. The other aspect I'm looking at is accidents and funeral. And funeral following death, and death is however caused. So these are the 3 things that make up the product. The product itself is called Tumaini ya Jamii. It means hope for the family.
Some of their problems, that is the funeral expenses. Sometimes their houses are burned down due to some unforeseen circumstances through arsons, as the majority of them live in the slum areas. And we are of the view that this will cater for their immediate needs.
Bima hii ambayo ni ya Tumaini ya Jamii imemaliza wale ambao walikuwa wanatembea wakichangisha pesa, wakijaza vinanda, ambapo sasa mtu akisha vidiwa hiyo mambo ya vinanda haiko tena.
Payment in that sense is also made to be very simple. It is pre-rated and sums assured are defined, and it exists in 7 bands. So a potential customer will look at what range they think is affordable within their means, and that is what they pick and pay. The lowest premium is $5. My vision is to ensure each and every vulnerable Kenyan in our society. So going forward in the next couple of years, I'm looking at this as a business concept, but to enable this to come out, I need investments. And the people I'm again looking at recruiting is youth from these slums who I'll be able to train and introduce insurance as a job. The most other important aspect I'm looking at is in terms of information technology. And this is where a lot of infrastructure needs to be put, because for this to be a viable venture, it has to be a low-ticket business. It is work in progress, but I need people who can be able to support this viable venture.